Do you think? Go ahead.
Kent State, when you're looking ahead at them, what are some things that kind of stand out about they look defensively?
They're not going to let you run the football in between the tackles, and they haven't let anybody. Even Penn State, the big guys they played, Ole Miss, they kind of make you one-dimensional in the run game, and then they go from there. Okay, how are we going to? Okay, now that we know we're going to try to bounce everything into the perimeter, how are we playing our secondary? They do a good job. They're well coached. They'll be better. They just put their defense in last year, so I'm sure they're wanting to kind of do the same things, I would think, and just get great at it. And what they do is tough. They make you play mistake-free football, and you have to be on it. They don't do a whole lot, which means they don't have a lot of guys out of place. The guys are where they're supposed to be on every play. You just have to physically win the one-on-one matchups with them. It's not like some defenses you see where they're bringing crap from everywhere, and they rely on deception to get to the quarterback, or they rely on this to stop the run game. These guys, they play good, hard-nosed, two-gap, make sure some guys are two-gap and some guys are got their gap, and they play sound football.
You're not to overlook any opponent, but how do you approach a game like that? What are your considerations, like not wanting to put certain things on film, or just kind of going more with a straightforward game plan?
I used to be that way when I was younger, and then I've been upset in the first game, and I've never thought that way since. Like I don't even care if we play another game after that. I just want to win the first one. So everything's on everything. Just you try to win game by game. If you want to do something different, just make some more stuff up the next week. But win this game right here, no doubt.
What have you thought about how Cades looked at center?
Solid. Just he's doing a solid job, kind of like how he did at guard. He was just a solid player. He doesn't make mistakes. And we're just going to see how he does matched up with that nose guard, who's very, very strong. He's not the starting returning starter from last year, who was a really, really good player. But the kid replacing him is supposed to be very strong, a 400-plus bencher, a really strong squatter. So we're going to see how that matchup goes, because he's going to have a guy on his head most of the game.
And what's Jarrett done to give himself a chance at right guard?
Just playing physical, and his stuff right now. He's just got to get better technically, which he will. Coach Christensen is a phenomenal coach. He'll get him ready to go. But the biggest thing is just his aggressiveness has allowed him to be where he's at right now.
When you think of the running backs you've coached, where does Eno rank in terms of understanding blocking schemes and understanding what the offensive line in front of it?
Yeah, he's definitely way above the curve on that. And we constantly out on the practice field, if you ever see me and Eno talking or he's talking to me, it's usually something about defensive structure, how we're blocking a particular play, what he sees and all that stuff. He's really smart. He can see it. He knows how to make adjustments during the game. He's really good at that and telling me what he thinks could work and what could be open. So he's, like I said, he's way ahead of the curve in that area.
How much does that help, or is that attributed to him kind of sitting in with the offensive line meetings and understanding?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great to hear it all in one voice. Yeah. It's so much communication can get lost from room to room. We've kind of been doing that in the passing game too, some getting together, watching 2-minute, watching our third downs together as a unit. So that there's nothing lost and they hear it all in one voice. And that's the same thing happens in the run game when he's in there.
What can a guy like Elijah Juarez add to the running back?
You guys saw that today. Can't get anything by you guys. No, we just need more guys that'll physically stick their face up in there, and can't have enough fullbacks and wing backs and tight ends and all of that stuff. And it just makes we don't want to be one-dimensional. And like I said, we got a young quarterback. You don't want to just sit back there and throw it 52 times. So we need to be able to run the football, and I don't think you can just sit there consistently run the football out of 10 personnel open sets. You got to have a tight end. You got to have a fullback, wingback type stuff. So I think he's going to help us. It was his first day, and I really liked what I saw.
Will you do much true two-back stuff this year, or
like two running backs,
or like Nick Ralston type of a role?
Oh yeah, we're going to try that, and we've been searching for that guy, and so we've tried Elijah, and we might slide to the left before you get knocked out here soon, but we've just been trying to find a guy that can fit that role that I feel really comfortable with, where he's not just kind of halfway doing it, he's committed to doing it, because that's a job where, man, unless your heart's in it, you're not going to be great ISO and linebackers and things like that.
Dylan was back out there today. It's good to have him back
Yes, you know, and he's just, I love that kid, man. I can't say enough about him. What a hard deal he's had to go through, and man, his maturity is off the charts right now. I'm so proud of him because he sits back there, we talk, he helps. He's very engaged in everything that's going on. He's helping the young guys. He's not sitting off to the side pouting and feeling sorry for himself, which, I mean, that could be so easy for him right now. And so I just told him the other day how proud I am of him. And he does he's like a coach back there. And so very proud of him.
Have you been pleased with?
Because he went through what he did a few years ago where there were a lot of injuries and he got to play. Does that give him a bigger perspective of they need to hang in there and just see how
I think so. When I talked to him
out?
about that, and I said, man, there's so many cases you look across the country. I mean, it wasn't long ago Ohio State's rolling into the national championship game with a 13th quarterback. So it can easily happen. Alabama, you know, each one had to come in for each other. It's certain very, very important parts of the season. And so,
Thank you, guys.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. I should have recognized that and made a fast decision quicker. But you know, I think he's in that mindset that he has to prepare because you never know when something can happen, and next thing you know, he's going into the game.
Is Curtis going to be out for a prolonged period of time?
We'll find
or-
out more tomorrow. We'll
Okay.
find out more tomorrow. Yeah,
Even without him, have you been pleased with the 2 tight end sets you guys put out there?
I have in some things. Yes, I have. And so, and if Curtis is out for an extended period of time, it will hurt us a little bit in that area. But is what it is. You know, we'll just have to move on and next up.
How's Nolan coming along as a blocker?
He is about where I thought he would be coming out of high school. You know, he's okay right now, and he knows that, and he's working desperately to get better. And it's all about pad level and speed and confidence is what it is. But he's going to get there because he cares so much, and he's trying every day. So,
What's a guy like Trenton bring to their quarterback room? A guy who, you know, doesn't necessarily have a clear path to playing field,
Right.
but, you know, also serves a valuable role.
you know, and he's really smart, and so he answers all the questions in the meetings. He helps out. I can put him in here. It's really cool. We do this little developmental scrimmage every day after practice with the young guys, and I can call the whole offense. I can call every play we have in our offense, which I could have never said that before. And he knows everything and throws touchdowns.